Mein Mann hat einen Arbeitsruf im Moment. Es ist nur eine Stunde. Können Sie zurückkommen oder es ist online? Es tut mir leid, es ist für Arbeit zu Hause. Es ist Dankeschön.
Just as a truck goes by. Hi there, my name is Michaela. I am a PhD student at the University of Tübingen. I'm originally from New Zealand. We are originally from New Zealand. This is Luke.
Not American.
Not American. We get that a lot. But we moved here to do my PhD. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the video. It's a little bit strange today, and to be honest, it's not going to plan, but that's cool. I tried to do working a 9 to 5. I'm a PhD student, and I feel like most people that I know who are PhD students, or any student, don't really do a 9 to 5 thing. It's not really a thing. I think study either over encompasses the entire day, or I don't know, it just doesn't work. So I thought I'd try and find some sort of balance and do a 9 to 5 and see what it's like to have an evening. Today has not gone to plan. We went to bed later, like 2 hours later than expected, than I had anticipated. And which meant that we got up late, and I was supposed to go to the gym this morning because it's either that or like 8 PM at night, and that didn't happen. So I did as much of my morning routine as I can, and then at about 8:45 when we were going to start work, Luke had a work call which ended up getting cancelled, but he sat on the call for like 15 minutes. And then the cleaners turned up. So we live in an apartment block where they do a fortnightly inspection, and they just do like a really basic clean while they're inspecting it, but you have to vacate the premise. And today happened to be cleaning day, so Luke had like just sat down to his call, and they came by and were like, hey, can we do it now? And we're like, no, he's on a work call.
They do change the time every week. It wasn't just that I hadn't planned around it.
No. So like,
they just turn up some point throughout the day.
They literally come any time between like 9 and I think 4 was the latest they
like
came once.
11 onwards.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've been kicked out, and so this whole like sitting down to my desk and opening up my computer at 9 o'clock hasn't happened. Instead, we're having a read. I brought some uni reading, so I'm still technically doing my 9 to 5. I'm gonna try. Luke's got a book. He's reading Carl Jung at the moment. And then we're just at this really cute like little reserve thing. Actually, I can insert some images. We came here when it snowed. There's like a path over here, and we took some photos, so I'll insert them here. But this is what it looks like now, and it's not even like full-on summer. Anyway, we're just gonna get some work done, start our 9 to 5. Well, not start, we started it at 8:45, so technically we're all good. We've just gone for a short walk, and now we're gonna work out here. gonna have a bit of an ad break and listen to the birds, which are probably gonna stop now.
Come on.
Here we go. We found a little caterpillar. Well, it found me, and I flicked it before I realized what it was. Don't fall, little guy, don't fall. We are thankfully back at the apartment now, and I'm just sat at my desk, as I always am. And I just had a whole bunch of like emails come through that I need to sort out, because it's like deliveries and stuff that are coming in Tübingen, and I got told they were being delivered tomorrow, so I'm obviously home today, and now they're actually being delivered today apparently. Anyway, so I had to sort that out, and just a couple of other emails. I don't generally like checking my emails throughout the day, just because I find they distract me, and then I can't stop thinking about that rather than the work that I'm trying to do. But I thought I'm doing a bit of a tea break at the moment, so I thought I'd just do that while the tea is, it's not even brewing yet, we're just waiting for the water to boil. So what I'm doing at the moment is I've kind of just, yesterday I made a list on Notion of what I wanted to get done today. I can actually show you. So I use Notion, as most people most students do. I have a whole bunch of different sections depending on like if it's for uni, if it's for my work, if it's for YouTube and so forth. So at the moment I'm just using my like personal home to-do page, and I've written like a to-do of things I wanted to get done today. This is what I was supposed to get done this morning. It didn't happen. Whoops. But we just got up later, and I wanted to make sure that I was starting work at 9, so I'll just have to get on with that later on in the day. I can actually tick that off now because I've done it. But this is the main stuff that I had to get done during the like 9 to 5 work day. It's mostly just preparing for a conference presentation that I have in a few weeks, and this is my like nighttime stuff that I wanted to get done. So yeah, it's nothing too complicated, but it's just, like I said, some stuff that I wanted to get done. I generally try and outline what I'm going to do throughout the day, otherwise I sit there and catastrophize and I'm like, there's so much to do, I don't know what to do. So as long as I have some sort of like, yeah, idea or plan, even if it's just broad things like copy over all highlighted notes, or finalize draft, or like write a plan for something, and it's not like specific stuff, it's just like an overview, then I find it much easier to structure my day. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go make my tea, drink some water, and keep going. The tea has been acquired and I'm just sat back down now. It's 10 to 11, so I'm probably gonna go for another hour, but I don't know, I normally eat lunch at like 11, but I'm not feeling super duper hungry today, so we're probably gonna go till 12. I am just going to copy over some notes, some like highlights that I made from readings. I can make a video on how I take my notes and everything. It's a bit complicated, but it's, yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy doing it this way. But I wanted to figure out if I'm like the only one who does this, or if there are others out there, because a lot of people actually give me flack for doing this. But I have the attention of a goldfish, and I feel like I can put music on and everything, but I can normally go for like 15 minutes and then I get bored, or I get distracted, or I think of something else to do. Whereas if I put on like a YouTube video or a movie or something on in the background, I'm not like fully paying attention, but it's just there and it's just like stimulating enough that it's keeping me going. And then I realized that like 40 minutes or an hour has gone by and I haven't even realized, which is really good. But I get so much flack for it. So many people are like, oh, surely you can't be very productive, or surely you can't be getting that much done if you've got like a movie on in the background. But like, I know Zoe Sugg always has TV on in the background, and I don't know, does anyone else do this, or is it just me? It works for me, doesn't work for everyone. I know some people who have to do it in like complete silence, but I'm not a complete silence person. I have no stamina if it's complete silence. So I'm just gonna put on something on in the background. I'm kind of going through Glee at the moment because I never finished it when it originally aired. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep going with Glee. It's actually a good hybrid between music and dialogue, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with that and probably stop in about an hour I'm trying to grow lots of trees on, I've got the forest app, and I want to buy a new tree because I haven't bought one in ages, but I keep forgetting to use it, which means that I haven't earned enough coins to buy a new tree. So one of the things I'm trying to do today is plant lots of trees. I'm setting it for 60 minutes. Let's go. This is just going to be terrible lighting for a little while, but it is now 12:20. I worked a little bit over because it's my brother's birthday in New Zealand, and my whole family was around, so we decided to call, which is really nice, but the call only lasted like 15 minutes because it's like it's late in New Zealand at the moment. So I just worked for like an extra 15 minutes after my tree had grown, and my brain is now fried, and I don't know if it's because I've been sitting down like so focused for so long, or if it's because of the way I study, where I just have so much going on to keep me going. Either way, I'm going to make some lunch now and not have anything on in the background. Normally I'll like listen to my audiobook or I'll put some music on, but I seriously just feel like I need to have a mental break. Thankfully we have lunch already made. We made soup I think the night before or something, and we're just making our way through it, so I'm just going to reheat that. It means I don't have to cook anything, which is great. It just cut me off.
Did it drop the call?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they can't pick up.
Oh, so did he transfer you?
Yeah.
And the transfer didn't hold, it just dropped?
Because they've now closed for the day. Yeah. I should have called earlier. I just didn't think that they'd be able to transfer me. It's now 3:30 and I've just finished my biggest task of today, which was copying over my highlighted notes from the readings that I've been doing into Notion, which is where I do all my notes. And I needed to do that before I could do anything else because I need to prepare a conference presentation for 3 weeks time. 3 weeks time? 4 weeks time? Beginning of June. And I can't do that until I had all of my notes together. So I've now done that, which is great. It's literally taken like the whole day. And then I also just took a very quick telephone break because we're still having visa issues, which I don't actually know if I've spoken about on the vlog yet. I've been like vlogging it, and I'm probably just gonna put it all together once everything gets sorted out, because I think I've realized that a lot of people don't talk about what's required to get into Germany. Like, it's really hard to find information, and like I was just told, and what I could find online was like, oh, just enter Germany with the 90-day visa-free period and apply when you get here. But a lot of people, like, it's really hard to find information on the actual process. Anyway, I needed to call the visa office about a question and it didn't go through again. It's really hard to get through to them. So I've sent a few emails and hopefully somebody responds. Otherwise I just have to call again tomorrow. Anyway, I just did that very quickly, and now I'm gonna do like a draft outline of what I want my presentation to look like, especially because I know that there's some more readings I need to do, but I don't really know where the gaps are until I know what I want my presentation to look like. So I'm probably gonna do that now, and then actually let's have a look at what was on my to-do list to do today. I actually resent the email so I can tick something else off, which is good. Copy over all PDF highlights, finalize overview of the Gregory talk. So that's the last big thing I have to do. I was going to start drafting the talk, but I actually don't think I can, because I think I need to do some more readings before I can properly draft it. So hopefully I can draft it in the next like half hour to hour, and then that will take me through to 4:30. I think I'm gonna have to go to 5:30 today because I took an hour break and I kind of only factored in a 30-minute break, which is what normally happens with a 9 to 5, with a 30-minute break. So I'm probably gonna go to 5:30, and that will account for, yeah, the kind of haphazard day that we've had. But it's been good. Like, I feel like I don't feel too mentally fatigued. Probably because I've had a very easy day. Like, I've not been doing lots of readings. I've more been copying over notes. So it's a very chill day. But it feels good to have got so much done and be able to like see that I've had lots of progress done. The main challenge for me is going to be finishing for the day, closing off, and not feeling guilty. Because I think as a student, so many people find this, like, it's not just me, I've talked to so many people about it, but even if you've done lots throughout the day, like, you feel guilty that you're not using the time in the evening because you've got such a long to-do list. There's so much to do, like, why aren't you using that time? But I think because my project is like 3 to 4 years long, I'm trying not to burn out by only letting my PhD be the only thing that I do. And I've actually got, like, I don't know if I've spoken about this, but I've got a wall calendar up on my wall, and all of these green sticky notes here are stuff that I want to prioritize while I'm doing my PhD, and one of them is take weekends off and don't feel guilty about it. And so far pretty much failed at that, because even if I've taken time off, I feel super guilty about it. And one of the things that I was thinking is that it might be helpful if I have some sort of structure, because I generally don't have a structure, and so I do usually end up working until like 9 o'clock at night, and then I feel like I'm not getting a break, and it's just this bad cycle. So I'm hoping that if I finish at 5:30, which is only 2 hours, like, it's really not bad, like, from now, if I can finish at 5:30, I can take the evening off and hopefully just like relax and not feel guilty. I'm going to include actually that in this. Like, I know I'm doing a 9 to 5, but I thought I want to do a whole day, like video the whole day, and that way I can show what having a night off can look like, and trying to, yeah, really not feel guilty. Anyway, that's been enough of a break. I'm going to hopefully do this overview and get that done. Oh gosh, I have to bend down. I'm hungry, and I don't think we're eating dinner until much later, so I thought I would make myself a snack. I've been trying to be more aware of like when and what I'm eating, because I'm such an emotional eater. Actually, I can just eat that out of here. And we found this like strawberry yogurt at the supermarket, and I can't normally have yogurt, but this is lactose free. And there's not much left, so I might just finish it. It's my little afternoon snack. Luke's gone out, by the way. His friend is trialing a new car, so Luke has gone with him to trial the car. So I'm at home alone, listening to my music, trying to push along for this last hour and a half. Turns out that last hour and a half of work, well, hour and 10 minutes, is really hard. So we're gonna push through. Just gets to that time of day where you're like, you know what, I'm done. I've had a long day. Don't really feel like doing more. But I've pretty much finished my outline. And then after that, I went through and so a few weeks ago, wrote down every single footnote of a biblical reference from my primary source. And then I went through and matched up, like, with the book of the Bible, how many references of each there is, just so I can see what he was doing and how many of each one he had. Hang on. There we go. Just so I can see, like, what he was doing and how many of each one that he had, and I don't know, see if there's like a certain book that he was drawing more from. which I can find now. He drew mostly from the Psalms, which kind of makes sense because in my argument he was using these stories to teach on morality, and the Psalms is kind of just like a moral discussion on morality. And then his second most one was Matthew, which is one of the Gospels, and then third most was Genesis, which is like the whole foundation story, so that like 100% makes sense. And those are just from the footnotes that I've been able to find. Plus, I just like spreadsheets. I think that they're fun. I'm useless at spreadsheets. But I worked in admin for a year, and I became the Excel person at the company. A lot of the people didn't know how to do certain functions on Excel, and I was the person who knew that Google knows. So I'd like go and Google it and figure it out, and then I'd teach them. So I've kind of developed a love for spreadsheets in that sense. And it's just cool. Like, I feel like it's such a tangible outcome seeing the numbers of it. Like, it's not just like, oh yeah, he referenced Genesis a lot. It's like, well, he actually referenced it 3 out of blah blah blah. Quick little note before I sign off again is that it's 28 degrees and I am boiling hot. Like, I have the window wide open. You can finally see because it's not going to wide it out. But like here, this is the window wide open. And I feel like it's not making a difference. I don't know what it is. There's just no aircon here. So we're going to have to figure something out. I mean, I just Googled it. And apparently Stuttgart normally only gets to like 24, 25 degrees, I think. It's like the average of summer. So for it to be May and it's already 28 degrees, too much. Can't do it. Anyway, I'm going to finish this last hour of work, put on some good pumping music, and I will see you in an hour. I'm going to be real. I didn't make it to 5:30. I answered a bunch of emails and my brain just completely turned off. I don't know if you've ever experienced this before or whatever, but like, it's almost like it hit 5 o'clock and my brain was like, all good, you're done, like it's the end of the day. And it wasn't the end of the day, but apparently my brain has decided that it is. So I've just decided to like give myself some grace, and I just decided to clock off. I was going to watch some YouTube videos because that's generally what I do to chill out, but I have actually decided, rather than just like sitting on my bed and doing that, I actually feel like baking. I'm somebody who's such a like therapy baker. I find it so like comforting. So I am gonna bake. I'm trying to find a recipe that is moist but doesn't have yogurt or sour cream, because I don't have Greek yogurt or sour cream. I just need it to be like super buttery. So that's my task right now, is to find that. Here comes bearing gifts. Luke just got home. Oh my gosh, he got strawberries. You may have just saved me from making a bad decision.
Strawberries. There was only €3.
€3?
It's so hot.
It's boiling.
There was an ice cream place and there was a queue, like 30 people in the queue.
Oh my god.
We drove up to this Lost Solitude.
Oh, cool.
It's quite cool there.
Is it?
Yeah,
Cool.
It's quite cool. It's worth going to see. It reminds me of the nunnery.
The Klostervibblingen. The one out of Ulm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yum, I was just about to bake, so maybe you came home at a good time.
Are you going to go to the gym?
Yeah. See, I'm just not an afternoon workout person. I really should go. Are you going to the gym? Would you want to go later?
I've got a call 7:30 to 8.
Oh yeah.
But you could go during my call.
I'm just feeling tired. My problem is that I know that there's no aircon at the gym. And so if I'm overheating now at home.
You could go later, it'll be cooler.
At like 8.
7:30.
And eat dinner now.
Yeah, if you wanted.
I guess I could do that.
You could make dinner now and you have like an hour and then you...
I'm just trying to be away from my computer right now because I've been on my computer all day.
Well, why don't we make food?
Okay. Sounds good. Plan. We've decided to just cook dinner now and go later. But I just wanted to jump on here quickly and say, get yourself a really good knife. Luke might want to speak about his knife since he chose it out, or not. But we found that it's made a big difference. Our apartment's like fully furnished, and we got very cheap knives with the fully furnished apartment. And Luke was sick of essentially shredding the chicken whenever he was cutting it, because the knife wasn't cutting it very well.
They were all serrated.
Yeah, they are all serrated, weren't they?
Not like a bread knife, but like a serrated kitchen knife. But a poo one.
But we have since got a new knife, and it is life-changing. I would say it's life-changing. He would say it's life-changing.
It is life-changing.
It is life-changing. And it just cuts the potatoes. So I'm going to put a montage here of our use of the knife as a way of convincing you to get a knife in your life. A good knife. And to be honest, I was very surprised. In New Zealand, it's really hard to buy nice kitchenware. We had our wedding registry at Briscoe's, which is like the houseware store kind of thing, homeware store. And it's just unfortunate. I feel like everything we bought from there, like those cook pots that we got, died within.
Just don't get very high quality stuff affordably.
But then, and it's so expensive.
If you do want to get really nice stuff, it's really expensive.
But we went to TK Maxx and they had like a clearance section.
Yeah.
And we got this for
12 euros.
12 euros?
Marked down to 30 or something.
And this is, I think, the best knife we've ever owned. So enjoy your
They just make better knives here.
knife cutting content that you're about to get, and go buy yourself a knife, basically. That sounds so morbid. There's a TikTok guy, I think he's called Man with a Pot. I'll find it and put it up.
You zoom in really close and show yourself cutting, and then like throw something in the air.
Yeah. Said I'm not that qualified, so instead you're just going to have to get very basic content of me cutting a potato.
A potato.
A potato.
Shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different. Still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors. They kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us, and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes. They never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us till they...
I'm back from the gym. It was stinking hot and annoying, but I went.
I didn't.
I also had one of those where like you bump into somebody that you know and then you talk and then after you finish talking you don't feel like working out anymore. So that was great. No, it was really nice to catch up with our friend, but he talked for so long that I really didn't feel like continuing, but that's fine. I pushed through, I surpassed it, and now we're home. I'm home, Luke didn't come, he had work. It is now 9 o'clock and it's so light out. Dang, no wonder I'm tired. I thought it was like
beach.
Beach.
Lake Beach.
We are just gonna play a quick card game, or 2 or 3, and then I'm going to do some editing. I was just saying, it's so nice having the evening off. Like I don't even feel guilty. I feel like, yeah, I worked hard today. My brain doesn't function anymore. And I feel like I can just have the evening off and chill. It's very nice. So I'd highly recommend. Yeah. Anyway, what are we gonna play? Golf.
Yeah.
Hi again. Oh my gosh, of course it focuses on Luke. You're the focus of everything. The time. It is now 10:35 and I have just very successfully edited a short vlog. All of my vlogs are like 20 minutes and I just film so much that I struggle to cut it down. Especially because the primary reason for me doing these videos is so that I can remember it. So it's not like I'm trying to like advertise something or, I don't know, do something that requires it to be really short and concise. This is really just so that I can remember stuff. So I really struggle to cut things out. Anyway, we went on a spontaneous movie night, which is probably the last video. So go check it out if you haven't already. But the video is only currently 14 minutes. Which is brilliant. I think that's a new record for me. Potentially. I think it is. I usually do like 20 minutes. But I finished that now. And I think I have been copying over, my computer's like getting out of space. So I've been copying over files onto my hard drive. And one of the things that I was doing was the videos that I took for when we went to Canon. And I found a bunch of videos that I took that I was wanting to turn into a reel and I just completely forgot. So I was thinking that I might actually do that quickly now, because I'm just somebody who hates making something and then posting it straight away when it comes to reels, because I often make it at really weird times and I'd rather just sit down and just make them all in one go and then just progressively post them. I've also been notoriously terrible at doing anything social media recently, and so I thought if I could prepare some stuff, prepare some stuff, then I won't have an excuse. I'll just have to post it, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna do that now because it's only 10:30, so I have time. And then I know
it's only 10:30. We can't.
Maybe I shouldn't then.
That maths doesn't work.
Michaela's maths. You make a good point. Okay, I'll make one so that I can post it tomorrow, because that should take a very short time. And then I'll shower and go to bed. Decisions. You'll see in a few seconds. I have to decide. Tell me one thing that's more satisfying than doing this. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Okay, it is now tragically 11:41, so I've done a bad job, but anyway, I'm gonna call this here for this vlog. It's been a very long day and I'm just gonna get into bed and read now. I am currently reading the Just One series. I got the hard copy because I raved about the first book in my February reads vlog, which I can link up the top. And so I bought the it's a 3-book series, and so I bought the hard copy that has all 3 included in it, and I'm going through the second one at the moment. I have got a bunch of other books going on, so if you follow me on Goodreads or on the story graph, you're probably being like, what the heck, what's she doing, she's reading too many books. But we are, fingers crossed, going to Paris soon, and so the whole first book, not the whole first, the majority of the first book is set in Paris, and then it's kind of like following the storyline after that. And so I thought it just felt right to be moving on to this book so that I could finish it before we go to Paris. So that's what I'm just going to read. I'm probably going to read for about 10-15 minutes. I'm feeling very tired, so just read for a little bit and then we're going to go to bed. So thank you for coming along this really random video. I actually really enjoyed it. I think as a schedule it worked really well. I found it really hard to stick to the schedule in the sense of like pushing through, and like I talked about, I kind of just gave up for the last half hour because my brain was so fried and it just felt like it needed to happen. So I think on that side of it, it was kind of difficult, but in terms of just pushing through and getting everything done so that I had the evening off, that was really nice. I think my one thing is that I generally like to go to the gym in the morning, and if I can't go before 9 o'clock, we generally go at like 10 or 11, which is often where my day gets thrown out. So I don't know if maybe I just have to start work early, or I don't know. Either way, I think this is something that I want to be definitely trying a lot more, because I definitely felt like I got a nice relaxed evening, and as a PhD student I think it's just needed. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for coming along this like very random work day in my life. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to come along the rest of our adventures here in Germany. We are going to be doing a bunch more travel videos coming up soon. Otherwise it's just going to be sporadic, like days of my life, things that we're doing, what we're getting up to, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon.